My name is Julie Maheu.
So how did you begin your journey of soccer?
I don't really remember a time I did not play soccer, but absolutely fell in love with it. And I have played high level my whole life. My dad was my coach, and he was not a soccer dad. And honestly, I think that helped me in my benefit. I made the regional team, I transitioned to the provincial team. My pinnacle of success to me personally was to go to the States and get that full ride. I did go to Eastern Michigan University on the women's varsity soccer team there, and I ended up transitioning to Wilfrid Laurier University, where I played on the varsity soccer team for 4 years. I was in it for the fun, for the passion of the sport, to be with the team and the colleagues.
So can you talk about when that moment was for you, where you're like, I want to play at that next level in university?
It just became the narrative that was around me, and it became that was the goal. That was the ultimate goal, and I ended up doing my SATs. It just kind of evolved. I guess it wasn't necessarily a light bulb moment. It became, so this is what I'm doing. Some advice that I would recommend to a student athlete who is looking at universities is, number one, do they have the program that you need? If they don't even bother. Do they have a reputable program? Are they going to have a reputable alumni program? One semester at Eastern Michigan, I did really well, and then I transitioned to Laurier. I was putting in the same effort into my academics as I was at Eastern Michigan, but it was that much more difficult. Do not be concerned and with your ego or anything to get extra help. You need to get it before you're drowning.
Any advice about when choosing an athletic program?
Meet the coaches, talk to the players, ask them questions. They are investing in you, yes, but you are investing just as much into them. So if you get a great vibe, from the coach, you like his philosophies, it has to be a fit for both of you guys.
Did you feel that you were prepared when you entered your first year?
I felt very prepared. I would focus on strength training, plyometrics, conditioning, everything. And then as it relates to the speed of the game, I was able to keep up, but I felt like it kind of hit me a little harder than the actual physical of it. Make sure to keep in mind, you're not playing against your age. You're playing against, 2, 3, 4 plus years older than you.
Can you talk a little bit about how you balance both academics and athletics?
Utilize those services that you do have. People will be willing to help you. And time management is everything. Your schedule is a little bit of everywhere, so sometimes it's difficult to get into that routine a little bit. Get to know your teachers, talk to them, send them maybe your schedule that might be interfering with exams or important essays and stuff like that. And then also it's difficult because when you're on the road as well, I'm sure you've done it, where you have to do exams sometimes,
Looking back at your time being a student athlete at Laurier, what was the most rewarding part of it and the success that you had?
So my first and second year, we lost in the OUA finals. And then in my third year, we finally won. It felt so good. We got that, that gold color in our hand finally. And I remember just crying because I just felt so excited.
When did you decide to kind of end your soccer career?
I remember looking at university as the highest point of achievement. I wanted to help pay for university, and I wanted to play at that highest level. And I never really thought playing pro was an option for me. I just thought of, okay, I'm done. I remember playing that last game. We lost, and I was so devastated. And it was just such a sad way to end my playing career. I wish I would have ended it off with that OUA championship. I have to look back on all the amazing times, of course, that we did and how far we come.
So what advice would you give someone who is transitioning out of sport right now?
I would definitely talk to maybe alumni who has, number one, already gone through it, or number two, the people who are currently going through it, like the people in your class. Reaching out to your grassroots programs as well, because I know I had a little bit of a hole I wanted to fill, and lean on the people that care most about you and for support, number one.
What other transferable skills that you developed throughout your time playing that has helped you throughout your professional life?
Playing a part of a sport team has taught me, most of what has really made me into what I am today. It's really the psychological aspect to, just the overall mental game, competitiveness, working as a team.